The Padded Room with DJ Waffles.
What's going down? It's Domani here, and you in the Padded Room with DJ Waffles. Stay tuned. I know time will tell. Time will tell who's real or fake. If you're not with me, then you in the way. I know time will tell. Time will tell who prayed on my downfall. Most times it's the ones that's around you. I know time will tell. Time will tell which niggas gon' try me. Lord forgive them, they just do what they all see. I know time will tell.
You already know it is your boy DJ Waffles on the check-in. You're tuned into the Padded Room. We're rolling out live. And I'm here with my special guest. Sometimes I tell y'all they don't need no introduction because they can tell you who they are, because obviously if they hear there's something like a big deal. So you tell the people who you are.
Domani Harris. I'm an artist. Just dropped a project called Time Will Tell. Here with DJ Waffles.
So tell me a little bit about this project.
It's really me talking about where I want to be, wherever I've grown. Wherever I come from, people around me, where they come from, just situations, how it affected me, and throughout the year, really. Because I try to put out something every year.
Definitely.
So it's kind of like the summary of my whole year, everything I felt.
How did you actually get your start in making music? Like, what made you think music was for you? Like, I could do this. That moment.
When I started, I didn't think that I didn't feel that spark. I didn't fall in love with it when I started. I actually forced myself to go to the studio and actually write because I just wanted to be an artist. That's just something I wanted.
Right.
But when I found something to talk about, when I had something to say, that was around like 14, 15. That's when I really fell in love with music. But I wrote my first song maybe at like 10.
So that transitional period of starting to make music, how was it for you as an artist, knowing who your parents are, and it's like now you decided to do music? How was that for you as an artist?
I started so young. It's like I wouldn't even consider myself an artist then.
Right.
I just made a song here and there. You know, if it rhymed, then it was cool. But yeah, like I said, I forced myself to go because I knew I wanted to be better than this, and I knew my music wasn't really that good. So,
like you're saying, when you kind of felt that something wasn't right for you, how did you even get to that point to knowing, like, now this sounds right, now this is the time to go, now this is the time to really push the money?
Well, I didn't really, when I was making the music, I heard, I was growing like extra fast, like I just knew every new song that I had, I loved it, but the songs before I was like, so it was a bunch of that.
Right.
So that's how I knew like I wasn't where I wanted to be, but I was growing. So it's like working out. Right. You know, once you see your muscles start coming in, you still don't like working out. Right. But you see some progression. Exactly. Right. So that's how it was. But yeah, man, I just knew I wanted to be an artist. I was already creative, doing a bunch of other stuff as a kid, drawing, painting, you know, building stuff. And music was just another lane.
So with being from Atlanta, and you know, like the sound, the trend, what's trendy and what's going on, what made you go so far left? Because I'm telling you, when I started to hear the music, I was like, damn, he's dope. But it's like, it was so not what you would expect to come from you. So what made that decision for you to be like, all right, this is what I want to do?
It's just how I felt, for real. I just felt how I feel. Really, is all it's in my music. I listen to a lot of old stuff. I know you can hear that already. I like a lot of instruments. That's just how I feel. I feel like instruments and like real things bring out your real emotions. Right. So yeah, that's just how I feel.
So you're about to go on tour too, right?
Yeah, the next tour with Jid and Grip.
How you feel about that? Like that's like to me that's like a big deal.
It is, yeah.
Because now it's like you actually find that demographic that likes your music. Because I know if you pitching stuff to DJs out here, it's like they really don't get it. They like, maybe it's too slow. You're not talking for the club. Yeah. But you actually find your demographic for working with artists like this and going on tour. How was the call for you to get that?
Man, I had met him. I met him at the. I feel like I met him before this, but this is like I vividly remember meeting him at the Dreamville Writers Camp when they did the album. So I was there. We linked up, and I got his number, And then, you know, we would talk every now and again. We didn't really have like a relationship though. I sent him a song here and there. But then, yeah, one day I just called him. I was like, yeah, man, when the next time you going on the road?
Right.
And he said, shoot, I got a couple. I was like, all right, bet. Next time, you know, I know this guy named Domani. He's dope.
Right.
You know, you should think about bringing him out. He said, oh yeah, that's definitely something we can put together. But you know, people just talk, but then
right, then they don't follow through.
Exactly, but we got the confirmation months after, so it came together.
All right, so do you help direct some of your videos, like
most actually, of them, yeah.
Right, because like what's the video where you were graduating from high school?
Yeah.
All right. So explain why you put that record together, because it seemed like it was some real serious stuff that kind of went on in that video from your friends, and you saying basically it was based on 3 of your friends, classmates, within that school year. So if you can explain that video.
I got you. Yeah, that whole, what I wanted to get across was, you know, kids, you know, real people with real problems. That's pretty much what school is, a building with real people with real problems, trying to figure themselves out, trying to learn themselves. So basically in this video, it's just everybody had their own situations going on. A mother died, baby mother died, a brother died. It's just graduating, coming together and graduating was the symbol of just, you know, following through, or just completing a goal, or reaching a goal that you had set. You know, despite everything, all the obstacles that was in front of you.
So with the project that you have now, and you saying that you're releasing a project every year, what can you expect from yourself now that I'm sure you're probably already thinking ahead, like what's going to be next, because this project is pretty decent, for sure.
The goal is not to release a project every year. It's just lately it's just been by every year. Right. But I don't know. It's really pretty much how I feel. I try not to force things. It's just how I feel. If I feel like a project should come out next week, if it's together, if I like it, might be next week. But right. I got a couple songs. I just don't know what I want to do with them yet. It'll come together though.
Who's your favorite artist?
I like a lot of artists, man. I take a lot from a lot of people. Right. I can name a couple.
Yeah, that's cool.
Outkast, Andre Big Boy, Kendrick, Cole, Biggie, Pop. I like a lot of new cats, Thug. It's this new girl. She's a singer. Her name is Savannah Christina.
I think I heard her name before.
Yeah, she's dope. I listen to a lot of people. Sade. I listen to a lot of people.
Oh, so you got a long list of people.
Yes, I just like music, man.
So who's a future collab that you really want to work with? If you could really work with somebody, if there's one person that you really want to work with, who is that you want to work with?
See, it's not people. It's the vibe. It's the energy. Right. So if that vibe and that energy we connect, then I love to work. It's trying to get artists on the same page and on the same path, and like y'all connect in one studio. That's amazing. Like that's slick rare, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless y'all just coming up with stuff that rhyme and not really talking about nothing. Like that's easy to do. But like to actually get that spark and just have like your real emotions flow, and then another artist feel the same way you do and just flow, and y'all come up with something just magical. That's crazy.
Name one of the artists that you've worked with that you had like that instant connection, and it just was like, this is perfect. This make all the sense in the world.
I ain't worked with a lot of people for real. I work by myself. But that's why I get out and I move around, because I want to work with people. Right. I want to learn from them. I want to see what they do.
You have features on this project, right?
Yeah, but not really.
What you mean by like not really?
Like it was female singers,
right.
And it was like it was people on the project, but I was like telling them what to do. Right. Okay. And it's like. It just happened so natural and organic. Like I might have been recording something, and then I just said I need a female singer on this, and then my guy said, "Oh, it's a lady up front." She said she's singing. I said, "Oh, go get her. Come on, let's see." And she just get on the song, and that's how most of the stuff came together.
What's your favorite song to this date that you've made?
Ooh, let me see. Dang. Favorite song to this day.
That you be like, this is timeless, I could play this like right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Because the way I determine it, I listen to it in different environments and different times. If you can listen to it however you feeling, that's what in my head makes it timeless. But that's a good question. I would probably say One Day, Game We Play. It's a lot of stuff on this new project.
So listen, on One Day, you said, I did make my mom's a grandma, and I did make you so proud. So is it because you didn't want to have no kids, or it's like explain that to me?
I said a little bit of that, but it was a little scrambled. Let me see. I said.
So listen, Waffles remixed it a little bit. Maybe I wrote it down. And I was so anxious because I heard it. I was like, damn, the bar was hard. So explain what you said.
I said I treat everyone around me like my only child, but I ain't make my mom a grandma, and it feels amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So where I get proud from? Listen, this kid proud was in there. I'll tell you, I watched the video. At least like 6 or 7 times. Cause that was a video that kind of really drug me in, and I was like, this is crazy. Like the concept, like you said, of the girl with the moms, then then the guy, then the car, then the shooting, and all that stuff like that. That's the one that held me. So I'm just like, when I heard that line, it just made a lot of sense. But it was like I could only hear it from you to put it together. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? So I needed the explanation on that.
It's just saying how I care about everybody around me, but. Like I ain't had no child. I treat everybody like my child, but I don't have one yet. Yeah. Okay. Cause I kind of thought it was like I'm focused on me and like the goal at hand. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you said, like everybody around me that's enough for me. Exactly. But like my main focus is to keep driving. I know that I didn't do it yet, but I'm gonna get to that point in life. If that makes sense. Yeah, it's just saying, look what I'm doing now, and I'm not even doing this yet, and look what I'm doing now. You know, I don't have a kid, I'm not a parent. Right. I still feel like I treat everybody, you know, with that love.
Definitely. So what do you feel that you bring to the culture of music right now?
Just authenticity. I just try to be original. It's a lot of stuff, you know, just in the way taunting you and trying to throw you off your path. Just try to stay on my path. That's pretty much it.
With that being said, how does like social media does that affect you sometimes? Like when you post stuff, you put stuff out, and then people comment, and you be like, oh well, you probably didn't even grasp the concept. You probably not even a real listener. How do you deal with that? Because I think it's something hard for artists to deal with, because it's just like it's negative and positive, and it's like your mental state of when you read these things in the morning, or you read these things in the night, or somebody leaves a comment. So how do you feel about social media as an artist like right now?
I feel like it can be as useful as you make it. Of course people gonna say what they say, but it's it's just about how you look at it. Some people might not, most of the time they don't know what they're talking about. If you understand that, you'll move a little bit better. So you gotta look at it like kids, man. We all kids, we don't know. Right. You don't know my life just like I don't know your life. So,
and perception is new reality, so whatever you put out there, they buy into it. It is what it is. Alright, so before we get out of here, let everybody know about any upcoming shows, how they can follow you on social media, where they can download the project, all that type of good stuff right there.
Alright, the European tour coming up very soon. November 29th is the first show. The tickets available now. Instagram is Domani, Domani, or you can go click the link in my bio to go on my website. Everything's available. Check out Time Will Tell, the album, right now. Let me know what you think about it. One Day video out now as well.
Make sure y'all stay locked in. It's your boy DJ Waffles on the check-in.